Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, students and scholars, teachers and trainers, professors and professionals, listeners and learners, doctors, directors, ministers, managers, advocates, advertisers, administrators, advisors, all my dear friends, I heartily, cordially welcome all of you. It is really nice time, nice place, nice section. You are listening about our country, about our state, changing world, how India is being changed day by day, month by month, year by year, step by step. Historically, culturally, we are observing that revolutionary and visionary changes are being come in all the sectors of education, communication, transportation, railways, post office, hospitals, industries, and even in agriculture. In this changing world, man's health does matter mentally, physically, emotionally, intellectually, and even spiritually. It is very important to keep ourselves natural for becoming the natural listener, reader, speaker, writer of the language. We must start our daily routine by doing yoga, meditation, pranayama, asanas. Now let us discuss about some important news. No compromise on quality of work, says PWD Minister. Haryana Public Health, Engineering and Public Works Minister Ranbir Gangwa said the state government had taken care of every section of society, including farmers, laborers, and the needy. Interacting with media persons in Sirsa on Sunday, he said there was a way of happiness among the deprived scheduled castes after the historic decision of subcategorization in reservation. Dangwa said all construction work being undertaken in the state were being executed through the tender process in which anyone could participate online. He also said that directions had been given to the officials to use high quality construction materials and negligence in the matter would not be tolerated. While responding to a question, Gangwa said there was no shortage of DAP and urea fertilizers in the state. He praised Chief Minister Naib Singh Saini for prioritizing farmers' welfare. Interactive lectures organized in Kurukshetra. The Institute of Environmental Studies organized an interactive lecture on climate resilience, crops, strategies for mitigation of abiotic stresses in crops plants for the students of life sciences by Dr. Sarabjit Singh Gill, Associate Professor at the Center for Biotechnology, MDU Rohtak. The lecture was conducted at the seminar hall of the institute and Dr. Meenakshi Suhag welcomed all guests. On the occasion, more than 100 students from various departments participated and benefited. Professor Jitendra Sharma, Director of Environmental Studies and Dean of Life Sciences, emphasized on the importance of agriculture, biotechnology, and genetic engineering as a mitigation approach for sustainable agriculture. Dr. Gill said global warming and climate change were driving an alarming increase in the frequency and intensity of different abiotic stresses such as droughts, heat waves, cold snaps, and flooding, negatively affecting crop yields and causing food shortage. Climate change is also altering the composition and behavior of different insect and pathogen populations, adding to yield losses worldwide. Additional constraints to agriculture are caused by the increasing amount of human generated pollutants as well as the negative impact of climate change on soil microbiomes. Mute got contest at Kurukshetra Varsity. Kurukshetra Mute got contest at Kurukshetra Varsity. Kurukshetra, a two-day mute court competition was organized at the Institute of Law, Kurukshetra University, under the guidance of Vice Chancellor KUK Professor Somnath Sachdeva. 24 teams participated in the competition. The preliminary round and semi-final round were organized on the first day of the competition. The final round was judged by Rajesh Kaur, Additional Advocate General, Sumit Gupta, Additional Advocate General, and Pawan Lozia, Deputy Advocate General, Punjab and Haryana High Court, Chandigarh, in the moot court competition. Ishika Goyal, Vardhan, Samir's team got the first position, and Harshit and Namya were the second. Director, Institute of Law, Professor Dr. Sushila Devi Chauhan welcomed all judges and congratulated the winning teams and also wished for the bright future. Professor Anil Vora, Dean of College, distributed prizes to the winners. Now, news from Cathal. Students bring lyrics to college. For students of India, for students of Indira Gandhi Mahila Mahavidyalaya, brought lyrics to the college by registering their names in top 10 in university results of MSc Mathematics second semester. Governing body President Ram Bahadur Khurania said Astha, a student of MSc Mathematics, got second position with 502 out of 600 marks. Anju got fifth position with 487 out of 600 marks. Anuj got sixth position with 481% marks out of 600 marks, and Muskan got 47 out of 600 marks and sought seventh position. Jagdish Bahadur Khurania, President MMV Sumiti, also facilitated the students and gave all credit to the hard work of the college student and staff. Narendra Miklani, General Secretary, governing body, also congratulated everyone. On the occasion, management members Naresh Gupta, Puneet Gupta, college principal Dr. Aarti Garg, and evening session principal in charge Sweta Tamar, along with college staff Sakshi, Nirmal, and Dalisha were present. Building of Government Model Sanskrit School inaugurated in Buria town. Yamuna Ministry says education enables a person to take rational decisions. Haryana Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Minister Shyam Singh Rana said education played a significant role in a person's life as it enabled him or her to take rational decisions. The minister said it made a person a better human being and taught him or her various skills. After the inauguration of the newly constructed building of Government Model Sanskrit Senior Secondary School in Buria town of Yamunanagar district on Saturday, Rana said education also led to personal development of an individual. Education increases your intelligence and ability to make rational decisions. It also improves the economic growth of the country and helps in building a better society, said Rana. After the inauguration of the building, he also planted a sapling on the premises of the school. The program was presided over by Principal of the school, Poonam Chabra. Rana said the Haryana government had launched the Chirag Yojana to fulfill the dream of poor children to study at private schools. To provide higher education facilities to girls, the Haryana government has established a college within a radius of 20 kilometers. A number of new colleges have been opened in the state. More than half of these were for girls, said Rana. While addressing the gathering, the minister announced that an amount of rupees 2 lakh would be provided to the school to promote sports activities and cultural programs. On the occasions, Yamunanagar MLA Ghanshyam Das Arora, member of Haryana Staff Selection Commission Master Amar Singh, District Education Officer Dharmendra Chaudhary, Block Education Officer Colonel Singh Sandhwa and several other persons were present. On the occasion, tree plantation was also carried out. Later, school students also enthralled the audience with their performances during the cultural program. You are listening news from the Tribune. Now, news from the sports 78% reduction in farm fire incidents in Fatehpur district. Ministry exhorts youth to stay away from drugs. Pediatrician raised concerns over impact of prolonged screen time during online classes. News from Rohtak. In view of poor air quality, classes for students of class 1 to 12 are being conducted in the online mode by both private and government schools. However, pediatricians have raised concern over the adverse impact of prolonged screen time on school children. The doctors have emphasized that excessive screen time for students was a violation of the latest guidelines of the Indian Academy of Pediatrics. Besides, prolonged screen time adversely affects the overall development of school children, they claim. Dr. Anjali Verma, Associate Professor and Pediatric Endocrinologist at PGIM Rohtak said shifting to online classes should be taken as a solution for unexpected emergencies like pandemics, but it should not be made a routine affair as prolonged screen time leaves ill effects on the mental and physical health of children. She said a recent research published in the National Institutes of Health reveals that excessive screen time not only causes eye strain, headache, and disruption in sleep patterns but also adversely affects the attention span, social skills, and overall cognitive development of school children. A meta analysis has also found a significant link between screen time exposure and the development of myopia in children and adolescents. Earlier, a rise in myopia cases was evident worldwide during and post the COVID pandemic, she added. Dr. Anjali said that many parents come in pediatric OPD at the PCIM Sotak don't find these classes much useful. They rather face a lot of issues helping their kids in taking online classes, especially at primary level. Dr. Anjali said, as per the Indian Academy of Pediatrics latest guidelines, children aged between 2 and 5 years should not have more than an hour of supervised screen time per day, and each session should not be more than 20 to 30 minutes. Screen time should be confined to less than 2 hours daily for children aged between 5 to 10 years, while in adolescents 10 to 18 years screen time should be balanced with other activities such as outdoor physical activity. Night sleep between 8 and 9 hours, peer interaction, and family time, which are essentially required for overall development, said Dr. Anjali. Echoing similar concerns, Dr. Andy Vashwani, Professor Pediatrics, said online education does not comply with the 2020 rule, a popular eye health practice designed to prevent eye strain. The rule advises taking a 20-second break every 20 minutes to focus on something at least 20 feet away. However, during online classes, children are often required to sit continuously in front of a screen for 30 to 40 minutes without any breaks, he added. Now, this is the time to rethink whether we are doing more harm to our children in their formative years. In developing countries like ours, digital divide also remains an important issue with online classes, especially in rural and low income settings. Not all families have equal access to technology. Assessment of actual usefulness of such teaching for children in primary years should be done before imposing such classes, he pointed out. Dr. Rajni Sharma, another faculty of pediatrics at AIMS New Delhi, said they would have to pay a heavy price for air pollution as it was affecting the healthy life of future generations. Every year, schools are closed in November on account of poor air quality. Relying on online classes is not the solution to air pollution. Children need outdoor play and activity in children for optimal physical and mental health. Restricting outdoor play and online classes are detrimental in the long run, she added. Dr. Rajni maintained that the government should take strong steps to prevent the problem of air pollution, which was happening almost every year. Long term solutions like reducing smoke emissions from vehicles and industries, increasing green spaces, and promoting the use of clean energy sources were required, she added. News from the Tribune Lifestyle. Inclusive and exclusive. Mona says, have will shall change the session women in Film India chapter. A new vision at the 55th International Film Festival of Indian Goa had Oscar-winning director Guneet Manga Kapoor lead an enlightening discussion on gender parity in the film industry. Guneet, who founded Shiksha Entertainment, the film production house with hits like Academy Award-winning film The Elephant Whisperer, Gangs of Wasseypur, The Lunchbox, and Masan opened up on an honest note. I have been a producer for the past 17 to 18 years and have many women working in my team. In my production company, we mindfully push women directors, and there are lead states. Less than 5% of directors in India are women. Guneet came in touch with women in film at Los Angeles when she was there for The Elephant Whisperer. Established in 1973, this non-profit organization advocates women working in the industry, both in front and behind the camera. Guneet shared how she finally found an ally in WIF. I was surprised to see them working for women directors, technicians, pushing them for the prestigious awards, whereas we struggled to get one article out. Once back home, she touched base with women in the industry and thus was born WIF India chapter still in its infancy. It is an ambitious step in India. We don't have a database. We don't know how many of us are there, 50,000 or 500,000. We are working towards building a structure. Gunit Moga Kapoor, Tilotman Shoma, and Jyoti Deshpande were part of the 18th edition Film Bazaar Knowledge Series 2024 for an enlightening panel discussion on women in film. India chapter of few a new vision at the IFFI. They were joined in the discussion by Andre Wilson Mirza, Director International Program WIFLA, and Aparna Rohit, CEO Amir Khan Productions. The session was moderated by Suchin Mahrotra. Meanwhile, actress Tilotna Shome backed Guni while taking the conversation forward. Data makes the invisible visible. Intention is important, and I am excited about the possibilities that WIF India can lead to. Jyoti Deshpande, with her 30 years plus work experience, shared how when she began, people couldn't believe that a woman was at the helm of affairs. But things have changed. As much as 60% of our workforce comprises women and 60% of leadership posts are with women. I have actively gone out and sought out men meritorious women, not because they are women, but because they are amazing good at that they do. As at what they do, shared Jyoti, President Media and Entertainment Alliance Industries Limited, she mentioned how men were equally part of this narrative. I think it can be very daunting for men to be excluded from the conversation. It sounds like some sort of an activism. It's not activism, it's inclusion, added Jyoti. She was proud of the work her studio had put out this year, including Lapta Ladies, a movie by the very talented Kiran Rao, which is currently doing its Oscar run. On the other hand, Street 2 is also a women's story. It's headlined by a woman actor, which went on to become the highest grossing film of the year. In fact, the high Best grossing film of all times, beating all the Khans. So I think it's very important to talk about movies like Sari Street 2 because there is this preconceived notion that if you make a movie with a heroine, it wouldn't do business. However, she admitted that equal pay was still a distant dream, but have we set out on a very positive journey? I think yes. Worthy tribute, Ranbir Kapoor announced his Raj Kapoor Film Festival at IFFI 2024. You are listening news from the Tribune Opinion. Prospectus of Unity. It's with the sincerest pleasure that we learn from an Associate Press telegram that the prospect of liberal reunion with the Congress were brighter on Saturday than ever before. Friday's discussion in the committee over the drafting of the resolutions on the Bengal ordinance, says the telegram, are understood to have been very friendly and are interpreted as bringing all parties nearer. Mrs. Annie Besant herself, though opposed to the Bengal ordinance resolution, is believed to be hopeful of reunion. She expects that the unity resolution will not take very much time. Whether this was too optimistic a forecast, we shall probably know before the end of the day. One thing at any rate is certain, the deliberations of the committee and of the conference were carried on in the friendliest and most conciliatory atmosphere so far as the Swargist and Neo and no changers on the one hand and the liberals on the other were concerned. This judging from the account before us and partly reading between the lines of that account was in no small measure due to two facts. One was the election of Mr. Sastri as chairman of the conference. The manner in which he appears to have conducted the proceedings left nothing to be desired on the score of fairness or impartiality. The other fact was the activity participation of Mr. C.Y. Chantamani in the deliberations of both the committee and the conference. He is one of those men of whom there are not too many in India or elsewhere who know their minds and having once made up their minds may be trusted not to leave any stone unturned in order to do it thoroughly. Whether unity will be an accomplished fact still remains to be seen. Thought for the day, a man is not finished when he is defeated, he is finished when he quits. A retreat from urban chaos, nestled among the verdant landscape of Palakkad, Kerala, an Ayurvedic healing village is more than just a wellness retreat. It's a sanctuary for the soul located just 90 kilometers from Coimbatore. This tranquil oasis provided us a group of five professionals, a much needed respite from the relentless demands of city life. Our diverse group included a Parsi couple from Mumbai, a mountaineering expert, a public relations professional, and myself. Together, we embarked on a transformative 4 day journey that left us feeling deeply rejuvenated both physically and mentally. At first, I was uncertain, could I really go for days without alcohol or non vegetarian food? Yet, within hours of arriving, the lush green environment and calming atmosphere soothed these concerns. As we immersed ourselves in the village's serene surroundings, our carvings simply melted away. The focus on natural wellness was so immersive and refreshing, those indulgent habits seemed trivial in comparison. Each morning began with a warm, herb-infused water cleanse, a ritual that set the tone for the day. From there, we moved to a gentle but invigorating yoga session that helped awaken the body and the mind. After yoga, a period of rest prepared us for the day's highlight, the restoration naturopathy masses followed by a steam bath. The oils and powdered soap used in the steam treatment left us feeling profoundly refreshed. Throughout the day, we sipped six kinds of herbal tea, each crafted with Ayurvedic herbs that energized and relaxed us in equal measure. Sitting on comfortable chairs and sipping tea amid the village's green surroundings, we could almost feel the stress of city life lifting. Our meals were another revelation, pure vegetarian, organic and sourced directly from the retreat's own 60-acre garden. Each breakfast, lunch, and dinner were a culinary delight with flavors and dishes that changed daily, showcasing the richness of nature's bounty. Exploring the place was itself an experience in serenity, with feng shui inspired huts and serene water bodies. The grounds radiated calm and tranquility, creating a palpable sense of well being. Everything's brought an hour of meditation, deepening our sense of peaceful and enabling restfulness and undisturbed sleep. Walking around the village under starlit skies before a light dinner, we found ourselves savoring a slower and more mindful rhythm. By the end of our retreat, each of us was lighter in body and spirit. The wellness routine had helped us shed 2 kilos without even trying, simply by embracing a harmonious, natural way of living. Although it's challenging to maintain such a lifestyle amid the high pressure of urban jobs, it reminded us of the power of nature to heal and nurture. The healing village give us not only a break but also a glimpse into what life can feel like when we reconnect with nature. An experience that I hope to visit, an experience that I hope to revisit someday. Yes, now very important news from our present Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Youth and political background should enter politics, says Modi. Shared experience of visiting Guyana highlights cultural ties. Young Leaders Dialogue on January 11 to 12. Viksit Bharat Young Leaders Dialogue is also one such initiative which is scheduled to be held at Bharat Mandapam in Delhi on January 11 and 12. The event coincided with Swami Vivekananda's 162 seconds. 162 162nd birth anniversary. Experts from the country and abroad will grace the 2 day event, Prime Minister Modi says. Shared experience of visiting Guyana highlights cultural ties. News from New Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday talked about attracting such youth to politics who did not come from political background. Addressing Man Ki Baat radio broadcast program, he said this year from the ramparts of Red Fort, I appealed to such youth to join politics whose entire family has no political background. The PM said to connect 1 lakh such new youth with politics. Several special campaigns will be run in the country. Viksit Bharat Young Leaders Dialogue is also one such initiative which is scheduled to be held at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi on January 11 and 12. The event coincides with Swami Vivekananda's 162nd birth anniversary. Experts from the country and abroad will grace the event. Several national and international personalities will also be present. Modi said, I will also be there for as much time as possible, he said. As many as 2,000 youth from across the country will participate in the program. They will get an opportunity to present their ideas directly before us, the PM said. How can the country take these ideas forward? How can a solid roadmap be made? A blueprint will be prepared for this. Modi said an appeal to youth to get ready for the great opportunity to build the future of India. During his Independence Day speech this year, PM Modi called for inducting fresh blood into the country's system of people with no familial background in politics. They, the newcomers, can join whichever party they want and become a representative of the people. This will bring about a fresh change in thought and prosperity of India's democracy, Modi had said. Modi today also shared his experience of visiting Guyana, highlighting the cultural and diplomatic ties between India and the Caribbean nation. He asked listeners to share stories of how Indian immigrants made significant contributions in different countries, showcasing the global impact of the Indian diaspora. Now, news from the nation. 40 45,000 crore rupees investment approved within 100 days of BJP government in Odisha, says Modi. News from New Delhi.